Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between rolling hills and dense forests, there lived a young girl named Elara. Elara was known throughout the village for her kindness and her love of nature. Every day, she would wander the fields and forests, talking to the animals, tending to the plants, and gathering wildflowers. The villagers adored her, often saying, "Elara's heart is as pure as the flowers she tends." One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow over the land, Elara ventured deeper into the forest than she had ever gone before. She had heard stories of an enchanted garden hidden within the woods, a place where the flowers never wilted, and the trees bore the sweetest fruits all year round. The garden was said to be guarded by an old, wise woman who could grant a single wish to those who found it. Elara was not interested in wishes or riches. She simply wanted to see the garden with her own eyes, to experience its beauty and magic. With a heart full of curiosity, she followed the winding path deeper and deeper into the forest. As she walked, the forest grew darker and quieter, but Elara was not afraid. She knew the forest well and felt a strange sense of peace as she ventured further. After what seemed like hours, she came upon a small, ancient gate, half hidden by ivy and wildflowers. Elara gently pushed the gate open, and as it creaked, a soft, warm light spilled out from within. She stepped through the gate and gasped in wonder. Before her lay the most beautiful garden she had ever seen. Flowers of every color bloomed in perfect harmony, their petals glowing softly in the twilight. Trees with silver leaves and golden fruits lined the paths, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of blossoms. A gentle breeze rustled the leaves, carrying with it the soft melodies of birds unseen. In the center of the garden stood an old woman, her hair as white as snow and her eyes twinkling like the stars. She was dressed in flowing robes of deep green, and in her hand she held a staff made of twisted oak. Despite her age, the woman stood tall and regal, exuding a sense of ancient wisdom and power. "Welcome, Elara," the old woman said, her voice as soft as the breeze. "I have been waiting for you." Elara was surprised. "You know my name?" The woman smiled. "I know the names of all who wander into my garden, but few make it this far. You have a pure heart, and the forest has guided you here for a reason." Elara felt a flutter of excitement and curiosity. "This garden is more beautiful than anything I've ever seen. I've heard stories about it, but I never truly believed it was real. Are you the guardian of this place?" The old woman nodded. "I am. This garden is a sanctuary, a place where the magic of nature is strong. But it is also a place of balance. Those who seek it with selfish desires are never allowed to enter. But you, Elara, have come with a heart full of wonder and love for the world around you. That is why you were able to find it." Elara blushed, humbled by the woman's words. "I don't seek anything for myself. I only wanted to see this garden and learn more about it." The old woman's eyes sparkled. "And that is why you are worthy. But, Elara, every visitor to this garden is given a choice. You may ask for one wish, anything your heart desires, and it will be granted. Or, you may choose to leave the garden as it is, with no wish granted, but with the memory of its beauty forever in your heart." Elara thought for a moment. She knew that wishes could be powerful, but they could also be dangerous if made for the wrong reasons. She didn't want to wish for riches or power. But there was one thing she truly desired, not for herself, but for the village she loved. "Wise guardian," Elara began, "if I may make a wish, it would be this: I wish for the land around my village to be as fertile and beautiful as this garden, so that our crops will always thrive, and the people will never go hungry." The old woman looked deeply into Elara's eyes, as if searching her soul. After a moment, she smiled warmly. "Your wish is pure and selfless, Elara. It will be granted. From this day forth, your village will prosper, and the land will be as rich and bountiful as this enchanted garden." With a wave of her hand, the woman sent a ripple of magic through the air. Elara felt it brush against her skin like a warm breeze, and she knew that her wish had been granted. "Thank you," Elara said, her heart swelling with gratitude. The old woman nodded. Remember, Elara, that true magic lies not in the wish itself, but in the love and care you give to others. Go now, and live your life with the same kindness and wisdom that brought you here. Elara bowed respectfully and turned to leave. As she walked back through the garden, she felt a deep sense of peace and fulfillment. She knew that she would never forget the beauty and magic of the enchanted garden. When she returned to her village, Elara found that the fields were already beginning to change. The soil was richer, the crops greener and more abundant. The villagers marveled at the sudden transformation, and they all praised Elara for her wisdom and selflessness. Years passed, and Elara grew into a wise and beloved woman, known throughout the land for her kind heart and gentle spirit. The village prospered, and the people lived in harmony with the land, always remembering the girl who had brought them such fortune. And as for the enchanted garden, it remained hidden deep within the forest, waiting for the next pure-hearted soul to find its way to its magical gates.